peeps. Man has enough respect plus enough tax. Hope everybody's in good spirit. We're there. So all our vibes. I feel like there's some things that should be spoken on today. And I want to say thank you to everyone for being kind of patient with me as well, because I haven't been the most consistent, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on in the background, so we're trying to be and trying to remain and, you know what I mean? Keep everything consistent, but it's not absolutely easy. You know what I mean, my peeps? So good evening, manners and respect. Mike, big up yourself. Donna, big up yourself. Good evening. As you log in, just press the share button. If you're over on the YouTube, good evening, manners and respect plus enough tax. And on the Facebook, you don't know the choppings are ready. Well, here what I go on now. You see, before I do anything, I've got a Tammy, good evening. Kerry, and big up yourself by checking. I got a good friend that had passed away during the lockdown that I wasn't aware of, right? So I'm gonna definitely pay homage to my brother Wagner. Definitely a good producer and definitely got a kind heart. Good people that I've met on my journey that I think it's only right that I should play the last song that I've done with this man before I go any further with the topics. I just want to say big up everyone. Joni, big up yourself for your check-in. I'm not sure if I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing, you know, cause me can't see what I'm supposed to be seeing. The thing coming like it, I move. Moving bit booty over here. So let me just do this thing here quickly. 1 second, peeps. Alright, now me can see what I want. Yeah, now me can see what I want. So big up everyone on the check-in. Like I said, I want to just pay a quick tribute to my brother Wagner, because I wasn't aware that he passed away, but you know what I mean, it come to my attention the other day and it really did hit me still. So big up to the whole of Wagner's family and loved ones and well-wishers, and you don't know the choppings already. I played the last shot where I recorded with him before we move forward, yeah? Watch that shot, yeah.
Hang tight Wagner on this one. Boxing Day exclusive, mad thing. Killer for the realest, blow steelers with there. All the things set now. I've been alone in this cold, cold world, just me on my own. Killer man, I find it hard to escape these demons. Some of them you can and some of them you can't see them. No, you can't see them. See, I've been alone in this cold, cold world, just me on my own. Killer man, I find it hard to escape these demons. Some of them you can and some of them you can't see them. So you can't see them, no. Them can't suck your blood, none of them can suck mine. This show crew but them can't diss mine. In a SW Tech 9 is pure petty thief, murderers and vampire you woulda find. Me want them all the time. Enough time killer put him like on the line. Put love one side we go rise up me 9. Love one side we go beat carbine pan. Any little vampire we woulda find. Flood and tree what them Babylon burn. Pass me the fire same time. One more bomb bubble up in the sky. With the cemetery warriors we not tell no lie. Any boy this is warriors them a go die. Kill a man make blade fly. We don't care if it is a vampire or a guy. I've been alone in this cold, cold world, just me on my own. Killer man, I find it hard to escape these demons. Some of them you can and some of them you can't see them. No, you can't see them. See, I've been alone in this cold, cold world, just me on my own. Killer man, I find it hard to escape these demons. Some of them you can and some of them you can't see them. So you can't see them, no. I'ma earth tell me, for one every artist, every man and every youth out there, when I left enough it throw away. If you know better than do, better and know say. So many things can go wrong. Your choice not to listen to a righteous song. Yours man has been telling you this for so long. You can always be wrong and strong. Hold on, just want to uplift my people. Study good, don't study evil. Chase gear just like a vehicle. Forget where from bad-minded people. They really trap you and keep you. And then spit you when them no lead you. Claim say love Selassie, we don't believe you. We never see you pan bubble ill.
Trust me, man. I have to play that shot there for Wagner because you're definitely one of my top brothers there. You get me when it comes to the production thing in the early stage of Killer P. Definitely. You get me? Yeah, man. I have to reverence my brother. You know what I mean? Because to me, when people pass, we can't forget them. We can't forget that, you know what I mean? Time shared and moments and productions and work. These things all matter and it all counts. So let's moving forward still. A lot of things I've seen in the media that's made me think, wow. I'm not sure of if everybody else have been seeing what's going on, but I've seen a lot. I'm gonna maybe play 1 or 2 clips in between, but yeah. Out of moderation, yeah. Let me just start off like this. This topic's come about because I've realized that out of moderation, like we, and I say we because me included, me, myself, and I is one of the first to say, yeah, man, me too. You see me? So, out of moderation, like I say, we let me put this phone on silent also. We actually are doing too much. Too much of everything. Like, if a man drinks, Kathy, big up yourself. If a man's drinking, a man drinks in excessive amount. If a man wants to, for instance, even if we drive, we want to drive in excessive amount of speed no matter what, because we're just trying to beat it, we're trying to reach it, we're just trying to live by deadlines. Do you know how much people dead trying to live by the deadlines of other people's, like, expectations of you? Like, I need you here by 3 o'clock, you kill up yourself for reach there for 3. Come on. Sometimes we have to just work with divine time. You see me? Work with the energy. Work with your energy. Not always time for you to get up and make moves. It's not the right time. Some people get up, jump in a car and accident up the road. Them not reach back at them house because they just jumped in and just kept it moving, but not moving with any divine vibe. No divine intervention, no there. Them just a live and I got you and happy go lucky. No. When it comes to having sex, most of us is overdoing it. Men, women for sure, overdoing it. Yeah. And then never know so we are gonna reach that part there, dog. Overdoing it. Women, and this is not a dig at the women, because we're gonna get to the man them as well, but like when I sit down and pre certain things, I'm saying, but hold on then. If a woman of cycle, a female cycle is supposed to be, well, I've been with a few different type of women that have had different cycles still, where like some of them have, when they get periods, their periods last for mad, like 2 weeks, week and a bit. Like, you understand? Some long period and it's painful and you hear about it and them face screw up and you can't get nothing good from them. So, I understand that, you know, you don't trouble the woman them when they're upon them period. They have a hormonal, emotional, you know what I mean? And you lot can correct me if I'm saying something wrong here, you know. Don't feel like it's just listen to me and that's it. No, correct me if you think I'm going off or if you can add to it as well. You know what I mean? So I believe that the females them, I know that the females them have a cycle that vary, right? So watch it. Spiritually, it's not good to sleep with a woman that's on their period or on their time a month. So, coming up to the time that a woman is going to be like on a monthly, a woman knows because they have a thing called spotting, right? So the minute they see any form of spotting, that's when sex is stopping, right? Not all the time. Sometimes men will still lay down with them. You know what I mean? A woman will still say, yo, I'm in the business. What? What? This is where we're spiritually going wrong, brethren. Let me wake you up again. So my valuation is like, hold on. If women have a, like, I'm just working from the worst case scenario. So let's say a woman's period might last them a week and a half to 2 weeks. Right? What does that mean to somebody like me that's got like a high sex drive of some sort? Like, what does that mean to me? That means, in layman terms, yeah, that means that you can't lay down with this young lady for like 3 weeks. If she's on her period for 2 weeks, she needs a week to clear up. Then you're actually allowed to be active with this young lady for maybe a week before she's looking to be spotting again. So let's just say that we're just literally overdoing it and mashing up the blessings here spiritually matching up the blessings, because you have man them that will tell you straight, look, bruv, sometimes I'm with some gal, and or I'm with a girl, and you know, bruv, I can't prosper, bruv, everything just goes wrong. Now, in certain communities, we would look on that and say, but that girl less salt, brother. You mean that girl less salt, but we don't know the ins and outs, right? So let's say, for instance, a man sleep with these women like every day for 3 weeks. Bro, you're overdoing it. Young lady, you're overdoing yourself. Yeah? How do you give your body time to rebuild and prep for the next battering? Like, this is facts. Ah, shit. Rashid, big up yourself. Nicole Refix, big up yourself. Charlene, Zion, my sister, big up yourself. Maddox Angel Pine, check-in, big up yourself. How do you, you got to give the body time to rebuild and ready again, no? So, I know that sometimes, no one's more hornier than the woman than when they're nearly on their reds or past their time of month. Them aren't nothing. See, the discipline, the self-discipline is what I'm talking about, you know, because it's not that a man can't make money around women or a man can't be prosperous around women. I think that maybe we're just doing things out of sync. We're doing it out of moderation. We're doing it out of the realm of spiritual. Like, it's not spiritual to do it that way. It's really out of sync to do it that way. So maybe that's why we find ourselves not achieving the way that we should. Because we're concentrating on the physical aspect maybe a bit too much. When, let's say for instance then, by my mad calculations, I'm totally wrong. So you can do some research yourself, right? Because I might be totally wrong, yeah? I'm just saying it for the sake of a conversation. Let's say a woman has a cycle for 2 weeks. She needs a week to clear up. That means we only have an open window of 1 week to be active, and then, or maybe a week and a half. Yeah? When you look at that down the line, that's like maybe 13 weeks of the year. Who's really going to be laying down like 13 weeks of the year and feeling good only 13 weeks of the year? This is where discipline comes from. You see, what happens is that you got more time to focus on your business, more time to focus on where you want to be and achieving that. That's what I think anyway. I might be crazy still. You lot can tell me, you know. I can't, hold on, let me just double check something, because I think my phone's frozen as well. Or maybe the page is on some stuff, I don't know. I don't know. Cross is rub off. Yeah, I knew my phone was playing up, man. No, sometimes that's how it go, man. Man has enough respect, Nicole. You know the champions. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Let me see if I can get this working properly, because I'm not too sure about that phone here, you know. I'm not look there, it'll jump off again. Me can't trust that phone here, Rasta. Can't trust this phone, mate, I'll tell ya. So, yeah. Alright, so we're back. For some reason, it's just moving so dodgy. I don't know what is going on, but nevertheless, we're gonna keep it moving. So there's been some stuff in the media that's like the cryptocurrency, the way that the government's gonna force us to live under this new way of, because the government's gonna be running our money rather than the banks and all of this stuff. So I think that we should take a look and get some insight as to what's going on as well. You know what I mean? Because not everybody knows what's happening. A lot of people are aware. Not many people even care to do a bit of research to see what's actually happening out there. What's absolutely going on down there? What have they got planned for us? Actually, what's going on over there? They've got so much things happening. We spoke about the bug out bags. The bug out bags, where was that? In Japan. Spoke about the purge over in Illinois. Many changes are happening, my people. Right as we speak, as we're talking right now, enough changes is going on underneath our nose, right? And they already know that we don't really care. Like, if we cared, we'd be getting up doing something about it. But yeah, they don't really care. They just get on with it and da, right? So let me show you something, because you might not really think that I'm telling you something of any substance, right? So take a look at this.
This is a YouTube video from a future. Not the future, just a future.
From January, every citizen of England and Wales will have a new social credit score. Government and private companies may use your social credit score to make decisions about you. For example, your score could affect the deposit you're asked to pay when renting a home. It could also give you discounts when you're shopping, put you in the priority queue for a new passport, or help you access some healthcare services more quickly. Your social credit score is based on information that the government already knows: the electoral roll, tax payments, criminal records, property ownership, and travel history. If you want to increase your score, you can choose to share more personal information securely with our certified partner companies. Information like your credit card purchases, communications and health information from your phone, energy use data from your smart meter, and your viewing and listening history from streaming companies. That information helps our carefully selected machine learning systems trust you, your friends, and your family. Plus, you can get fun tips on how to increase your score on the Social Credit app. Your social credit score is also affected by the scores of the people you live, work, and spend time with. Everyone's score is public by default. You can check it on the Social Credit app so you can make informed decisions about your life. You can hide your score, but in some cases, this may cause it to drop. Some things like disruptive actions, hiding your data trail, or making decisions that harm others could lower your score over time. If this happens, you may find it harder to access certain government and private services. So if you have an old housemate, friend, or relative that you don't spend time with anymore, you may want to file a formal notice of disassociation on the Social Credit app. If you're a dual citizen of Scotland or any other European Union nation, then privacy laws mean we can't give you a social credit score. Because of that, your access to some government and private services may be limited. If you're a citizen of Google, Facebook, or another corporation, please refer to their support pages for advice. Social Credit Scores from the Department for Community and Culture, helping us to help you.
So I'm saying, peeps, look at that. I know enough people ain't gonna really wanna go on like say they overs what go on, because you know what it is. Let me tell you something. What our overs with our people is that it's a Marcus Garvey thing. You never know yourself till you're back against the wall kind of thing. Like, the minute our people wake up and realize that, oh shit, is this what's happening? Actually, there is actually a problem. Do you know what happens? That everyone realizes that we need to unify. We actually need to unify, and no one wants to actually unify. That's the reality of it. Otherwise, we would have done that long time ago. We're not waiting for mass destruction to happen before we unify. Most of us, let me turn this up a bit. Most of us absolutely choose not to want to see what's happening in front of us. Why? Why? What's so hard to see? We realize that the enemy is them. And once you realize that the enemy is them, you realize that what we've been fighting for. What have we been fighting for? You understand? When you realize that the enemy is actually the system that's playing us against each other, then we actually wake up and realize, shit, we actually need to unify with each other. Actually, even those guys that I don't like over there, we need to unify with everyone. Like, it's us against them. Huh? Yeah, stock up on everything. Oh, that Alex Prep, big up yourself. Jason Max, big up yourself. Luke, big up yourself. Jenny Grant, big up yourself. Good evening. Stock up on all your. I don't even know what to tell you if you stock up on, because I'll tell you what. Everything that we're gonna prepare to do is only gonna be short-lived. You can only stock up so much tissue. You can only stock up so much water. You can only stock up so much food, biscuits, and little goodie bags, and boom, bang, bang. There's still gonna come a time, everything gone, run out. So, as much as we're willing to stack up, this is why I keep speaking about unity is very, very, very vital in situations like these. We can't sit around and act like we can't see it and play blind back to the situation. We've got to be responsible. Like, most of us help this to happen. Like, keep on giving the government excuse and reasons to change rules and laws on us. Why? Like, killing off each other in public, like in front of children and in schools, and what the hell is going on? Of course, we're forcing these people to change the narrative on us. You know what I mean? Honestly, man, we need to wake the hell up. Wake up, man. All of us. As a people, as a community, as a nation, like all governments of all countries, all continents, every single government, not one of them stand beside the people that are suffering. Not one of them. Not one of them have prioritized poverty whilst they've become people of power. They've never. None of these people. You can look at the poorest place and you can look at the richest place, and you can see the same strategic template. The rich feed the rich, the poor stays poor. The poor stays poor while helping the rich to stay rich. In between all of this sufferation and poverty and stuff that's going on and ongoing, there's still no unity amongst the people that are suffering. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? See, we've got energy and we've got strength and we've got energy, bad energy for each other, right? The people that do us all the wrong, you want to hear some of these bad boys when you want to hear some of these bad boys when they get arrested. You want to hear how they talk to the police officers like they're their friends. Yeah? Not all of them, some of them. Some of the so-called man them. They don't know who the enemies are. We're not here to smile with the enemy. We're not here to linger and pep. We know what you're on. What I'm here to do is enlighten my people, because I think it's very important that even if you've got the smallest of a platform, to reach out to as much people as you can, to wake them up to the fact that actually, stop what you're doing for a second, because you might think that's important. But take a look at this. And furthermore, go online and Google or YouTube the what is it now? The Great Blackout, or the Blackout, or the Great Reset, or research these things. Because from one thing, it's going to bring you to a next thing. It's going to enlighten you to things that you're not actually looking for. When you're looking on your Instagrams and your Facebooks and your Twitters and your TikToks and your Snapchats, these are things that's being put there by the algorithm for you to see. Yeah? All of the things that you're supposed to think, that even things like this podcast that is enlightening, it will enlighten the masses of people. You ain't gonna see numbers on here because the algorithm is against that. So I big up the ones and twos that still pass through and know Sarah from the days of we had numbers till the numbers that we got today. We look at 7 when it used to be 70 odd as standard. As I switch on, it was 70 odd. We ran into hundreds. You know, so you got to understand that the algorithm is working against people that are speaking of a certain nature. No, if you're trying to wake up people against what the system's up to, no, the algorithm is the system. These people are talking about the algorithm becoming the new heaven and the new hell. What the hell are these people really doing? Because I'm confused. What do you mean? A new heaven and a new hell? Like, people, are you really waking up to what's being said? Really? Are you seeing these 3D robots being made? Mass production. All of them are there to take every single one of our jobs. These people are talking about a cashless society. They're talking about making, what was their slogan? They said something to the effect of, you will be happy with nothing. Do you hear that? You will be happy with nothing. Now let's break down what we interpret that to be. So they're saying, you will own nothing personally. This is how they want society to run. You will own nothing personally. Computers and flipping equipment. You own none of this personal stuff. If there's something like this in your property, it's because it's open for everyone to use. You will have no personal passport that you hide in your top drawer, your driving license that you keep in your wallet, and when you get home, you know what I mean? We have personal things that we park off in places that we just don't want people to see or touch. Now, where this is going is because they're trying to create an e-share housing scheme for all. Hold on, let me just see something a minute. I'll just see some comments, 1 second. When I was working for EE and BT, they spoke about their part in all of this. Big things gone, roll out. Trust me, I listen, Rashida, big up yourself. Because a lot of people make the information go over their head. Now, we're not stupid, we're not fooled. No. It's nearly a cashless society. Some shops prefer you use your card, not cash. Jenny Grant, you're very right. Because from the Queen passed away, a lot of the shops was refusing cash, stating that, the Queen's money has no value. I'm sure Google or some company admitted their AI had grown its own consciousness as well. Yeah, Luke, you're right, because what the AI does, what artificial intelligence does, is basically putting something on a record. It's like it's recording everyone's actions now, everything you've done, every individual, everyone's accounts, every account you've ever had. Every time you've gone on every time you've keystroked on Google, search for this or search for that, we know. Every time you've used your Siri, every time you've used your, some of them's got them little boxes in their kitchen, and I forgot the name that they, you know what I mean? But they got them little boxes, and you call it, and it switches on and plays music, or you can tell it to turn on your lights, and all these things, they know everything. Hence why, when they came out with club cards, I was never a part of that. I knew exactly what was going on. The algorithm has picked up everything that you eat, everything that you buy, every time you bought petrol, how much petrol you buy in a month, how much food shopping you do in a week, in a month, in a year, what is your most popular thing that you buy like your most popular 5 things consistently. They know every single thing. Every time you're going you're going to pay for your shopping, and they ask you to put your card in to gain these points. These points is what these nectar points or whatever the points may be. But in reality, yeah, Alexa as well. Thank you, Jason, my bro. Like, these points makes you think you're gaining something, but the information that they're gaining from you and from being able to swipe a copy of your receipt every time that you actually purchase something, actually you're giving away your data for patents. For patents, when really and truly you don't want anyone to have any data of yours. All right, boom. For instance, if they want you to poison you, they know that you like to buy oat milk. You know what I mean? They know that you like to buy eggs free range. They know that you like to buy a certain type of cheese, mild English cheddar. They know that you like to buy a bit of Philadelphia. They know the kind of orange juice that you buy, the kind of apple juice you buy. They know that it's a cloudy apple juice that you buy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, come on. You've got to be ahead of these. These people are way ahead of all of us. Why? Because we've been sleeping. All of us sleeping. We should be waking each other up all the time. I want to say big shouts out to Joni. I want to say a big shouts out to Lillian. I want to say a big shouts out to Maddox Angel. Big up Natasha, anyway you're there. And big up to all my other colleagues that I do reason with. Big up Michael Mack, my big bro also. You know what I mean? Big up to all my brothers and sisters that I reason with about these things. And we do share information back and forth because you have to be aware. We have to, one hand can't clap. How can one hand clap? Can't hear shit. Takes two hands to clap. Preferably it's better when there's someone else's hand. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we have to share. We say, don't be shocked when you see drones dropping off. Yeah. Well, they've already got that happening, my bro. And that's why they've sanctioned most of us that are drone owners from actually flying your drone. Ain't you seen what's going on? They know what's going on. Seminar, all of what they had planned and what, when, and I registered me. Yeah, mad. It's actually crazy, absolute crazy times we're in, my people. We need to actually, yeah. Look, do you not see even who was it again that was saying, they were saying like, come and get your like, come and buy your stuff from like August, I think it was, that was saying like, come and get all your stuff before inflation goes up again. I don't think we understand the level of where we're going with this thing here. When I watched the documentary on this artificial thing and where we're going, Shah, ever blessed, big up yourself, good evening. I watched a documentary on this the other night. And something that actually haunted me for the rest of my evening that night was when the man said, like someone was questioning this man basically and asking him, right, so even though, you know, you've got all these things in place, what about the people that are going to be like resisting, like the you know, putting up a resistance against this? Then, you know, they're not just going to settle for this. The man goes, oh yeah, well, we know, you know, we're going to have a handful of people that's going to be resisting, but you know, when they start to starve, you know, they'll understand, they'll comply. I said, what? When the people start to starve is when they'll comply. Now people, wake up. None of us ain't trying to starve. Anybody that's got children is not trying to starve. You're not trying to sit here and watch your child starve or your children starve. So where do we go from here, my people? Because like I say, we can only stock up so much of so much. At some point, there's going to come a point where we're going to actually need to be rubbing shoulders with each other to make it work. Like they're talking about the big reset. When they say the reset and they're saying, electricity's gonna shut off. They're saying, all the banks are gonna shut off. Because remember, they have to reset the flipping banking system. The banks will not have control of our money. It will be the government that has control of our money. What does that mean? That means those that have borrowed money from the bank to get mortgage, the government is who you're gonna answer to. What does it mean? It means those that have been doing bandulu to get a mortgage, the algorithm is gonna reassess your application and it's gonna tell you that your application is being denied because of this. You don't see what I go on? Look, people need to wake up. This is, look, deep things are happening underneath our nose. Look, most of the people that have platforms that really know what's going on, they ain't saying shit. I said it the other day. Most of these megastars, most of these megastars have all cancelled all of their up and coming flipping tours. Why have they cancelled all of their tour dates? If you're a fan of Adele, ask Adele, why are you cancelling your, come on. What do you know that you're not telling your fans? We love you, Adele, what's going on? Like, come on. Why are your people not talking up? Because everyone plays a part. Everyone has a part to play. And if you're either working with them or you're working against them, those that are working with them is very clear to see. The youth them that's out on the road killing each other, you lot are working with them. You're not working for us. You're not working with us. You're not helping us. Man them that's killing their one another, you lot are not helping us, the community, us. The people that want to do better, us that want to survive. You're not helping us, brethren. Because you're working for them. But you can't see it. Because they've brainwashed you. And you've been misled by people that don't have no education. People that are friggin' illiterate. They can only talk on the block. They can only reason with you with that ghetto way of speaking, but they can't enlighten you to nothing. They can't even point you in the right direction of knowledge for you to wake up yourself. So no, I'm sorry. All of those type of people, I believe, are working for the other side. Those that have the knowledge and is not sharing the knowledge, you're not working for us, you're not working for the people, or the greater good of the people, or the better tomorrow, or the better future of the people. No, you're working for them. Having knowledge, staying silent is a sin when it helps people. Knowledge helps people. The right knowledge. So yeah, woe be unto them, yeah? That's the thing there. Enough people's gonna rascal out, sell us out, you know. Now, there's enough people ignorant to what's happening. Look, just now I just saw about 15 people on the live and it's just dropped back tonight to like 11. That shows me already the attention span of our people is what's killing our people anyway. Because most of our people, we got no attention to shit that matters. Everything that doesn't matter is what we've got attention for. And we've got time for that shit. We'll sit in front of this like religious. Yeah, religiously. All of these things that we're sitting here for is not teaching us or helping us or even putting us in a better position to know that, Rod, you know what, all right, at least I got a heads up. Let's move forward like this. Let me just start doing it. I wasn't even thinking like that yesterday until I saw this. Let's jump into gear. People are not trying to jump into gear. People are happy being happy. I've always noticed that. People are happy being happy. I've helped most people. I've helped so much people on my journey. And they've taken a bit of the help, you know, slapped it back in my face and gone back to the same shit that they came from. So me, being a good guy, just seeing and, you know, I like to help people. It makes me feel good helping people. But it makes me understand that some people don't want a better tomorrow for themselves. They clearly don't want a better tomorrow for you neither. So they don't mind sitting down and playing blind back. Look, most of these people are the same type of people that will get letters come through their door and they ignore it for months. Yeah? Someone send them a serious message that has some substance and they ignore it. They don't want to engage. You know? You got them girls, you know, them kind of women that you go around them, you'll be like, yo, B, if you ever know what's happening in the world, boy, I don't even want to know about all of that, you know. I can't deal with all of that, you know. I just can't deal. What? And then you got the man them that would just sit there and be like, all right, silence. Let's talk about something else. What do you want to talk about? Oh yeah, Love Island. Did you watch Love Island the other day? Everyone's, what's Love Island all about? What's important about all these silly things that they've put on like they put so many things online to distract us, but not much to wake us up. All of these people, let me just say this again. All of these so-called sellouts, and I say sellouts, it don't matter what they look like, it don't matter where they came from. What you need to understand is we've got a level of sellouts amongst us. We got people that's taken record deals that have knowledge of a hell of a lot of shit. They ain't gonna tell you shit, When have they come online and said some shit that means something that we gonna wake up and say, raw for real, let me go and check that. And ever since we've been on the roll. No. All of the people, look, from lockdown was the test, and it showed us everything. All of the stars went silent. Everybody. Nobody spoke on shit. The 1 and 2 man them that spoke on anything disappeared. One dead in a car crash, one dead on holiday, miscellaneously him drop out. What? These are people that stood for the people, not people that stood for themselves. Now we've got a bunch of people that just stand for themselves. Oh, I've got my record deal, I've got a bag of chain round my neck, I'm all right. Got a bunch of man that's hungry walking behind me, so I'm good. That's what we've come to, and that's where we're at. And that's what we're intrigued by. Listen, it's all right to be shallow for a bit. You can't be shallow your whole time. And in times like this, it's not a time to be shallow-minded. We need to be open-minded and understand that there's many things that we thought that we knew to be gospel, or we thought that we knew to be truthful, that is coming to light that it's not so. Many things that they've put before us to trick us, that we're just waking up to the fact that, raw, we've been tricked again. But what are we doing about this though? They said singers and players of instruments shall be there to witness. What will they do? Will they be there to save you? All of these stars that we put on their pedestal and we build them from nothing. Give them all the ratings, yeah, they've got all the awards they need in their life, cool. But now the people need something back from these people. You see people like Russell Brand. You see Russell Brand? I never used to rate that brother there, you know. I used to look at him and think, that man is some weird little man. But you see Russell Brand, I respect him. You know why I respect that man there? Because as a man that's got a platform, a man that's come from making millions with these same demons, brethren, he's decided, you know what, enough's enough, and I'm banning out everything. Where are those people? Those are our people, not the silent ones that look like us. Them know everything but them silent over there, so because they're trying to fit in over there. Those people are not our people. Those people are liabilities to us and our struggle and where we're trying to achieve and go. They're not a part of that struggle. What, because they look like man and say, oh, yeah, I'm black. Not every black man's black. No, let me get that clean. Let's get that clear. Not every black man's black. Enough black men sell out. You understand? Enough people out there are not real. So you don't go by color, you don't go by culture, you don't go by that. You have to go by real. You have to go by truth. You have to go by honest. This is what makes me evaluate characters. And then I will evaluate the pattern of human behavior. You have your conclusion there. But if you're going to go by, oh, my brother. Well, let me tell you something. Not for my brother them sell me out. Not for my brother them sit down and wish for me for dead and can't wait for me. I can't wait for hear sad news. So not every man that looks like me is obviously my brother then, is it? I've got brothers that I regard as my brothers in places like Estonia, in places like Italy, in places like Bulgaria. I have real brothers that really care about Patrick. Not just, you know what I mean? Oh, someone that just stands beside me and wants to feed off of what I've got. Jump in my car and drive around looking good, because I can check the alcohol, I'm not drive. These are just users and people that use you until they can't use you no more. Those are not the people that I'm speaking of, because those people are working for them. Where's our people? Where's our people that would speak up? Where's the speakers? That's what I'm talking about. Our people needs enlightening in a lot of different areas. We've been misled, and they've thrown a big smoke screen over so many things that we're supposed to see, but we can't see it because we're too busy bickering with each other over shit that don't make sense. You know what I mean? Before you be looking online and researching what guys tomorrow for your picnic. It's not about us, we're gonna dead anyway. All of us online right now are talking and commenting and pressing the like button and the whole are we soon dead. It's about our children. And what do you want to be remembered for? Being a coward? Huh? Or standing for something? Or just being remembered for as someone that just fell for everything? Or someone that stood for something in real time? That's where I'm at. So I'm kind of upset with what I'm seeing online. I see the people that's being paid to distract my people, because obviously the whole world's talking about what's happening. So if these people that are of a certain statute in the world that people look up to, if they are not trying to uplift and wake up their people, then you're just using those people for monetary gain. You've already gained from them, so you might as well fuck off from here on, innit? How about that? You know what I mean? Man, feel like, bro, music is one thing, cool. Man's always gonna be doing music, wherever we are, whatever. Man could be just tapping their foot on the floor and be making music. It doesn't matter. Do you understand? Brother, right now we're reaching a stage of survival. And I don't think people are woke. Like, survival. Why do you think they announced the purge in Illinois the other day? All of a sudden, people's houses got spray paints all over them. People are marking up people's houses, whose house they're gonna burgle, one bag of thing. Then they're talking about the blackout that's soon forward. Make sure you are prepared. Make sure you can defend your property. This is what they don't want to tell you. But make sure you can defend your property, yeah? That is all I can say. Like food, water, all them thing there. We can buy that as much as our money can collect. But that's still gonna run out. And we're still gonna need to find a way to survive together, you get me? So it's all good looking at that bit. Like, yeah, we need to go and do this, and yeah, boy, I'm just gonna go and buy some. All right, cool. But you don't know, sir, by the time, couple week of shit, couple week of tin food, and them something there, and then you don't know, say it's back to the crackers them. Once that done, and it's crackers and the water done and the crackers done in your mouth dry, listen, you're hitting the road, you're looking water. You're looking water, you're looking food. But by the time you've been hibernating in your house the whole of them maybe couple of weeks, you've decided you want to step out your house now. A ghost town out there. As the minute you stepped out, you thought it was ghost town. Get to the high road and you realize there's be zombies out there looking for the same thing. Everybody look like madman and madwoman. I look for water. Because everybody water run out. But what then? What then? Yeah. Know your tribe and defend your tribe. You have to know your people, them, you know. No jokes, goosebumps. My constant conversation with my youths. I am in the departure lounge. We need to talk legacy building, family, team, community. Aye, Natalie, you're so right. So right. You need genuine people around you who are real and for the cause. Jason Gill, you're so right on that one as well. Apocalypse. Noise pollution, big up yourself, you're so right, my G. There's bare things happening all at once, and They put so many things in front of us to distract us from not seeing what's happening. You know what I mean? Alan Wilson, big up yourself. Look, loads of things have been put in front of us to distract us, my people. But when are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up and sit down with our children and let them know that, nah, bro, you see all of this talk, I don't want to hear no more talk about no ops. And man, they're over them side there and them. No, right now, I don't want to hear no more of them thing there. And man, them need to be hitting the road and be spreading that real message in the communities. Really, we need each other. How do you think it's going to work out if right now, if outside was to, if it was to blackout right now, if the whole thing went, boop, right now, no more Killer P online, everyone's phone's gone nuts, everyone's house is in darkness, everyone's in dark. What the rati do you think you're going to do? That's what they're going to do. They're going to catch us short. They think, you know, we don't like these people to know what we know. We don't want them to be prepared for what we have for them. So we want to catch them when they least expect it. We're going to do what, you know what I mean? What they don't expect us to do, we're going to do that. So what would we do if right now, lights lock off? We are going to. Because by the time you think you're going out there's not safe for anybody. Every gang member be out there. Every youth from every ends that don't like nobody would be out there. On what? They know what they're doing. The government knows what they're doing. The algorithm knows what it's doing. But do we know what we're doing? Just asking a question. Do we actually know what we're doing? When we're talking to our youths, them that we've got power to reason with them, because they will sit down and listen to us. Do we actually talk the right things to these youths? And I don't like saying youths, but I like to say my little brothers and my little sisters. Do you speak the right truth to them? Do you enlighten them in the right way that they need the enlightenment? Do you give them the right knowledge, information to power them up, to make them feel like, because when certain elders used to give me information that worked for me and that helped me along my journey, I felt empowered. I felt untouchable just with the little bit of information that I got, because I knew how to use it. Cha. Candles, them, I know. Trust me. That's right, Natalie. Pay very close attention to people's actions, because body language don't lie. Teeth and tongue lie all day long, but body language can't lie. Yeah? Candles and boxes of tin food and large bottles of water that I already brought from lockdown and still have them. I always buy in bulk. Jason, smart move, my bro. I gonna make sure me find your place, and when me run out of water. Don't worry about it. Big up yourself, Jason, my brother. I'm only joking, man, now. But everyone needs to be flipping prepared. And if you're not prepared, make sure you got at least 5 people that you're in close contact with that you will check on and will check on you. And that you will always link up with, and you lot can go and find another safe place to be together. You know what I mean? Yeah, this journey is not going to be a normal journey for none of us. It's going to be... They said that middle-class people, they've predicted within 12 to 24 months from now, all middle-class people will become poor. Hold on. They've predicted that in 24 months from now, all middle-class people are going to become poor. What the fuck does that mean? I already consider myself poor. What the fuck does that mean for me then? I ain't middle class. The fuck? I ain't middle class. So what does that mean for us, for people like us? Crazy times we're in. Very crazy times, my peeps. Very, very crazy times. I don't know where we go from here, you know. I just hope that we can get to a place. Yeah, that's true. A lot of us are living above our means as it is. You're right, Angel. We have to think ahead because we don't know fully what these demons have planned for the masses, and NWO already has plans set in motion for. Of course. Goosebumps again. Told my youths, there are no middle class people left in the world, so it will come as no surprise. You see what I'm saying? We become poorer. Yep. Peeps, you need an emergency survival kit just in case anything happens. You can get out the country. Be warned and woke. Alright, Jenny. Funny you say that. I was speaking about this earlier, because that's what alarmed me about that. You see, like the survival kit. When I saw what they were doing in some state in America, that they were giving out a lot of these survival bags. And in Japan, they were giving out these survival bags. And here in the UK, they're also giving out the survival bags, you know? 1 second, yeah. They're also giving out the survival bags. So, it makes me wonder, not even need to wonder, but come on, when? It's just a matter of when. Then you look around the world, they say, Hurricane Ian has come over here and he's gone over there, and boom. These, I don't even believe, because belief to me is ignorance. I know that it's weather war these people are dealing with right now. It's them and Russia is in a weather war right now, and that's what's boxing up the whole of rascal at the Caribbean. Is the weather, weather war's going in. Yeah, they're using the HAARP machine again. HAARP. Check it out. You think I'm chatting shit? Check it out. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing to us. They're trying to create famine. They're saying those that will not comply with them, they'll starve them until they start to comply. So you do the maths, man. There's so many. Like, this comes back to the beginning of slavery. Rupert, my big brother, big up yourself. Look how it was in the beginning. So shall it be in the end. It was a part of the book. You know what I mean? So those that sold out, man, in the beginning is the same way they're going to sell out, man, in the end. Yeah? Those that believe they're going to fight against the system for as long as they can, you're going to have the same man them standing beside you, selling you out because fame belly hungry and him can't hold fame one. So what does that mean for us? Again, do we know what we're doing? If you are living paycheck to paycheck, if you have no savings, if you have not got more than one hustle bringing in more than one paycheck, cash flow, if you do not have your own property assets, that you are already in a... Yeah, no, but this is what I'm trying to say. You can have all of that. What they're saying is that you own nothing. You own nothing. You own nothing. You own nothing. Look, when the banks, when the blackout happens, this is for them to shut off all the banks, all the money, everything. So everyone's going back to zero. They don't want no one to have what a next man can't achieve. And that's why they're saying you're going to be happy with nothing. Get the concept of what I'm trying to make it overs. Peeps, it's not even like that. Owning property at this time right now, I don't even know where that stands for no one. Because like what I've heard, clear with my ears, is very sticky. Unless your paperwork is squeaky clean and the algorithm can pick up that your thing's squeaky clean from start to finish, then you're in a problem. And there is no one that you're going to be able to go to and say, well, I want to appeal this, because this is wrong. This is wrong. The algorithm says that is correct. And it is 99.99% correct. You can't go against it. It's consistently learning about you and your habits. Always, always, always. It knows everything you've ever done. Every time we've posted on social media, everything that you've liked, every time we've said something bad about the government or our MP, our Prime Minister or something, like, these things have all been noted. I told you, it's all gonna be, like, we're all gonna still need Facebook or the metadata, because that's the same thing that's gonna be giving us or assessing us for things like a visa. You know? Like, come on, your algorithm's gonna be telling you how much money you can spend this month, this year, what you can spend it on from what you can't. Come on, it's no one not waking up. This thing's really dread. This is the shit they don't want you to know. Yeah, you're right, Joni. Social credit system, you're not wrong. A lot of people choose not to wake up because they know once they wake up, they have to unite with the brothers and the sisters. And that's where it is. You know what I mean? For all the assets won't mean anything because property value will drop, interest rates off the roof because everyone is in debt and borrowing to borrow more. You're not wrong there, Angel. Again, there is no point in owning property or getting a mortgage. Listening to Martin Lewis, don't even bother. It's getting too bad. He held his jaw because he could not give answers. True Facebook blocks you. It happened to me. I sussed them out. Jenny Grant, big up yourself. You know the thing. No one owns anything. No one will own anything. That's what I'm trying to say. They're trying to create society where, like I said, they want to create even the housing associations then, for instance. They want to set it so that it's an e-sharing housing. An e-sharing housing. The same way they got, you know, an e-tax disc on our car. That means we don't have to present it, but they know there's a tax on the car. We you know, we got e-tickets that we buy when we're parking our car, but we don't display the ticket. But as long as you've pressed the thing and you've done it on your app, it's registered as parking. So it's the same thing with the e-sharing of your property. That's why they're saying no one will have any personal belongings in their house. Because when you come out of your house and say you gotta go, I'm going to, like for instance, I'm going to Florida tomorrow, you know, for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, the minute I leave my yard, there's somebody pulling up to come and move in and use everything. Yeah? And I can't screw. I can't say, oh no, you're not allowed to. Everybody's basically got my door key. If the government wants you to have my door key because I'm not there, you're gonna have it and you're gonna be in my house when I'm not here. That's called e-sharing. That's crazy. But that's where they're pushing society to be. It's crazy, peeps. We can't fight all of this unless we are one voice. Unless we're one voice, it's pointless acting like, oh yeah, oh no, but they can't do this, they can't do that. Unless we're speaking with an echo effect of all of us, then it doesn't make any sense. They're gonna do what they want. This is why it's very important for us as a people to like be aware of what's going on, be ahead of what's going on, and try and be putting things in place to save each other for the worst case scenarios. It's not just about us. We need to survive for our children. So, you know, come on. Yeah, smart locks controlled by Wi-Fi. Come on, all of this. A lot of people's got those things and very advanced. I've seen it on a lot of houses already. Like, come on. We need to know what's going on and we need to be ahead of what's going on. We can't be figuring shit out late just because all we care about is raving every weekend or going to a bar or just socializing with people that don't know shit. Sometimes we have to wake up and just sit back and say, you know something ain't right. Let me go tap into this. Cause spiritually sometimes sometimes it's good to be spiritually aware. Sometimes to be spiritually aware will draw you to the right, you know what I mean? It will make you tap the right thing, search the right thing, send you to the right thing. And you get your answers instantly, my people. It's just that we're not looking. Everything is out there for us, but we're not looking. I'm only a little I'm just a little artist. There's many mega stars, mega artists around, from the UK to the US to Jamaica to wherever. Everyone just cares about drinking white rum and, and chat about a fuckery and everybody else's business. Pause for a minute. Even all these vloggers, fed up of some of these bloggers as well, especially the ones in Jamaica, they make me sick, Hey, some of them, not all of them, some of them bloggers in Jamaica make me sick. Yeah, from this little girl, Donna Lee, passed away, everybody posts and headlines their thing with Donna Lee just to get the ratings or to get the numbers on their page. And I lick out against them thing there, because we don't do this shit for no numbers and no likes, brethren. Yeah, you want to press the like, share button and because you don't know the algorithm like them thing there. You're working for the algorithm, brother. You for real? Enough of you don't know what you're doing. Yeah? You have some man them just because they don't want the algorithm for lock them off from certain things. The man to change up this word to how the bongo jong, how the dungu dung, how the do dum. I'm not tailoring anything. The truth is the truth, right? And no matter how it comes out, sometimes it's better it just come out the raw way. I don't need to offend everybody. No. I don't need to offend the world, no, but when we're passionate about something, sometimes the way it comes about or comes across to everybody is not going to be to everybody's liking, or it's not going to be to everybody's taste bud. But when you're tailoring things for the public, it makes me question, who are you? Why are you doing this? It's just for the money. It's about the money that you can make off YouTube, okay. Go and do your thing still. Come in, I'll grudge nobody or stop no man from eating them food. But brother and my brothers, when you are blogging or vlogging, the whole point of that shit is to bring something to the table that people are not bringing to the table. The whole point of this is to enlighten your people them of things that are going on that the normal everyday people are not looking at. It's for you, the bloggers them, you, the people them with the platforms, to bring that. That is your job. That's your duty. Wise, what the hell are you rotted doing? What you doing? You can't fool everybody, You can fool some people. But I'm an educated man. Yeah, you can't fool me. You cannot fool me. You understand? Big up to the ones and ones that are using their platform for the greater good and trying to reach out and touch some of these lost souls out there that are really walking in their deepest sleep. Most people are just in their deepest sleep right now. Everything goes over their head. They don't care about nothing. Well, don't matter what you tell them. Means zero. Because they can't see it for themselves. See, I'm only here to wake you up, to make you go and search what I'm saying for yourself and see it for yourself. Then you're going to draw your own conclusion. It's not just to listen to me and be like, well, Patrick said this, well, Patrick said this and that's it. No, I've never listened to what somebody's just said and left it as that and ran with what they've just said. No, I've always gone and researched for myself so that I've got an understanding as to what's being told to me and in what angles you can use this same information. Because being told something is one thing, but when you learn it for yourself, you know how you can manipulate the usage of that thing, right? When somebody's told you something, you can only use it in the way that they've told you. That's why it's great for you to do the research and get an overall understanding for yourself. You know what I mean? Then you can break it down to other people in your own perspective or from your perspective. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got a perspective, their angle. Everyone sees the picture but doesn't see it the same way you do. Times that we're in right now is dread. Absolutely dread. Absolutely dread. Peeps, feel free to ask me any questions or not. Any questions you want to ask me. I've got a little, this is the section, this is the part of the podcast where, you ask me a question. If I want to answer it, I'll answer it, right? And if I don't want to answer it, then I have to take a shot. You know what I mean? So ask any questions you want to ask, I'll answer them. Manners and respect, my peeps. Jenny Grant says, yes, P. Spirituality is a different energy and a blessing. And not everybody has that. Yeah, not everybody's woken up to their spiritual side. Most people are still sleeping in that way, you get me? I just say it, but pay attention to anyone they are trying to out in the media who care. Who cares? They're trying to mash up because they be trying to tell us the truth. Rashida, you're so right, but do you know what? Anyone gonna speak out, and anyone that's gonna be an advocate for the communities or for the people, anyone, King J, big up yourself, my big bro. Listen, anybody that's gonna stand for the people is a target. Pardon me. Anybody that stands beside the people, stands for the people, speaks for the people, is always going to be targeted. The sad thing about that part of the journey and that part of the story is that those same people that these so-called real people are trying to reach out and stand for and wake up and, you know, make you guys see what we can see sometimes. Sometimes it's those same people that sell us out and get us killed. It's usually those same people that sell us out and get us killed in the end. So yeah, let's just hope that this time round, you know, let's just hope that this time round, the sellouts don't get as close as they did with our other heroes that they got close to, like the Malcolm X's, you know, like the Marcus Garveys, you know. Loads of sellouts got close to the main people. Remember, they were only just one people at the time back then. The Martin Luther Kings, sellouts got close to these people that were advocates for the people, not for the government. They would sit with the government and speak for the people and get them to change things on behalf of the people. Still, they got sold out by the people. But let's hope we can change that part of the story as we move forward in the future. Because no more shall we have our speakers being assassinated by low vibration people that still can't see that they're being used by the puppet masters to out some of the greater good people that are in our community that's trying to keep a certain, you know, a certain discipline amongst us. A certain awakening, a certain, you know what I mean? Stay in line. Don't come out of your lane, man. Stay in line. Stay awake. Uplift your people. Don't drag them down. They don't want people like you. They don't want people to speak like that. They don't want people to be of that nature. They want you to, aye, what? My boy's over there doing podcasts as well. You're a boss, yo. Come offline. That's what they want. They don't want to be people like me to be online saying, yo, I big up my brother Spray, you know. Big up Young Spray, you know. Love what you're doing with your podcast because them things that inspire people like me, you know. Yeah, big up my like Tricky, you know. Big up them, my Mashtown brothers, them, you know. Yeah, love what you man are doing because them things that are positive, but they don't like positive. They like negative. They only like when brothers are at each other's throats for petty things between us. We sat in a room and had a conversation. Most things will be deemed petty. Why are we even having this conversation, fam? There's bigger things going on. But we've been so brainwashed to entertain the negative stuff so much that we can't see the positive that's in front of us. We entertain the negative so much, we can't see the positive that's in front of us. That's our reality. It's harsh, but that's our reality. You know what I mean? Cyrita, big up yourself. Big up to everyone on the check-in. Alex Prep, big up yourself. We learn from each other. Only 22 people on, but tonight 22 people have been enlightened through this discussion. Unfortunately, others won't come on because they like drama. Yeah, but you know, let me show you something. We're in the times of, let's just say that Noah's Ark story, let's just say that story was true. It's not true, but let's use that as a template. Let's say it was true. We're in that time now. We were saying, yo, my brother and my sister, we are copying our car. You see that ark there when them people there? I know we have the ark, you know. We ain't even got no oak. But we're just saying, yo, you see where them demon boy they have set for we, if we not sort out, and that's this now. And all of the people that laughed after Noah when he was building the ark at the time are those people that are laughing after people like me when I go live and talk and try to reach out and uplift my people. And then they go on some other little idiot's page that has got nothing to teach them. That's this now. That is all it is. Not different. Because the reality of it is that they put themselves in greater danger, not me. You see, having no knowledge of what's about to happen, you can't protect yourself from it. You can't protect your loved ones from it. Listen, as a parent, we have a responsibility as a parent to be ahead when it comes to information, ahead when it comes to changes. Yeah, we have to be ahead because our children might not see things. They might not, and if they do see things, they might not know how to interpret what they've seen or what they've heard. So, as parents, it's down to us to be ahead of what's going on in the media, government-wise, and the changes in our lives, and da-da-da-da-da. And then we have to know how to reiterate that, break that down to our children. The loved ones around us. We've got elders, we've got family members that are up in their age that don't understand what's going on, the changes that's taking place today. We're the young ones, so if we are not enlightened by what's going on, we don't know, because we choose to keep our head in some Instagram big batty girl where look good with hundreds of tattoos. Then it's down to us, it's our fault. We are the one that liable because we didn't choose to know. We done nothing to know. So big up to the ones that actually, you are out there doing the most you can to enlighten your family members, your children, even down to the mothers of your children, them. Enlighten them, because sometimes some of them are actually lost as well. And it's not their fault. They've put many things in front of us to distract us, my peeps. Yeah, and it's gonna take very strong-minded people in this time to see what's going on. You know what I mean? To be able to see what's going on, to be able to find loopholes for what's happening in front of us. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a lot still. Trust me, noisy pollution for real. Jason, you're so right, but you know, you can only lead some of these people to the truth. You know, making them process the truth, letting them, you know, you can't make somebody want to go and research and do the groundwork themselves. We always can bring people to whatever stage, but you got to want to do this yourself, and you know what I mean, you got to be willing to want to make sacrifices to. You know what I mean? Everything comes with sacrifice, bro. No one wants to sacrifice shit. Everyone just wants to live. Everyone just wants to live. No one wants to sacrifice nothing. Like, come on. It's gonna take a lot of sacrifices. Like, I will sacrifice my life for my children. And literally, I mean, it's not a game. You know, a lot of people say these things just for this, you know what I mean, just for the fact of saying it, or just for the sake of saying it. But No, I will sacrifice myself for my children. So if it means that raw boom, man has to do some crazy shit in the end, man's gonna have to do the crazy shit in the end. Because I'm not gonna, what am I gonna do? Say, oh boy, me not do it, you know, I better them kill me. That's the ignorant way of thinking. Because you've got children out here and you're gonna make the system kill you. And what do you think is gonna happen to your children when you're gone? At least if you're alive, you can govern what's happening with your children while you're still here. It might be under different conditions that we're not used to and we're gonna have to get, you know what I mean? But I prefer to be here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll prefer to be here rather than me not there, I'm picking them, I suffer and they don't even know what's going on. No, you're mad. We never have children to leave them in a world that we didn't friggin' understand and we don't understand. The world that we had before COVID, yeah, we would have been willing to leave them in that world. Why? Because we understand that world. And we can translate that world to our children and show them how to survive in that world. This world that is about to be upon us right now is a whole different world. This world ain't the world that I'm used to. Are you used to this world? I don't know about this new world. It's a new world order. It's a whole new template. None of us know anything to do with it, apart from those that are a part of it. There's some food for thought, my peeps. There's some food for thought, you know what I mean? Hope it just makes you, think about looking in the right areas. Stop wasting so many hours on uneducated pages with people that don't really have no substance. Don't waste your energy or hours watching some of these people. They have no substance, man. We need people of substance. We need people of great courage. We need people that are willing to sacrifice their self. Because it is a sacrifice. Because when you take on a role like this is why I think most people just take it for a joke. When you take on a role like this means that, you know, a lot of people will be out to assassinate you. A lot of people will be out to get ya, so to speak, but that's how life goes. The beast never wants you to enlighten somebody not to be here, or don't go there because, or don't do this because, or let's stand together against them because. The beast don't like that. You know what I mean? So, my peeps, just want to say condolences to Juicy. I've not even said anything online because so many things are happening around me. It's crazy at the moment, but I just want to just take a moment and say condolences and RIP and rest in peace to such a great legend like Juicy. Juicy is a man. When I was growing up as a youth, he was a man that I used to walk in Brixton, you know, and walk in the market and hear Juicy talking certain things. And he was one of the first type of man them to make me look at the system a certain way through the things that he would speak and say out loud in Brixton. He was a man that was serious. He would enlighten a lot of people. There was no talker phone, there was no speakers, none of that. He would just walk and talk, or he would be on his BMX. You know what I mean? I ride through selling these CDs them, and he would be like, Jungle Reggae Ragga, Jungle Reggae Ragga. Yeah. So I will never forget Juicy as long as I live. Big up Juicy. And big up to everyone that remembers Juicy. Juicy is a real Brixton legend. Legend. And I say it again. R.I.P. to Juicy. Chad Blake, good evening, my brother, man, as I respect. This world, the world the enemy has control over, and it's time for him to do his thing. this life is spiritual and portals have been opened. We need Jesus Christ, whether you believe it or not. You know what it is? I think a lot of us don't understand that we've already got the Most High in us. Yeah? The Most High is already in us. Yeah? I don't think people need to go to any more churches or any more of congregated things. It's not that. What it is that you need to find the inner. Find the consciousness within you. Find the spiritual side of you individually. Not based on what someone else tells you, just find your oneness with the Most High, yourself, and reason with him yourself. You understand? Find your oneness with Mother Earth. Earth, heat, wind and water. You can't survive with none of them. And you can't have Father without Mother. So I'm there for praise Father like I that me do. I'm going to give thanks to Mother Earth. So big up to the mothers of the earth. Every mother of the earth. Man has enough respect. You see, Mother Earth, it's not a game. You see the Most High, it's not a game. You don't play with them two things then. You see me? Yeah, so the ones them is now is the time that my brothers and my sisters them need to just be more spiritually awake. Find that spiritual antenna, because the signals are out here, it's going left and right, it's all over the place, and you're not picking up on none of the signals. Most of the youths them don't have no spiritual awareness. They're not spiritually aware. So they just go and do whatever based on whatever, but not knowing that they're putting themselves in danger most of the time, you know? So all of these things are things that needs to be looked upon and addressed, and you know what I mean? And just that's how we think them are people. Auntie Bernadette, big up yourself. Good evening, man. Has enough respect every time, every time. You know the choppings. But yeah, that's basically my reasoning for today. Still, you know what I mean? What you think? Anybody have anything for talk and say? Let me know. That's right, Jenny. Jenny, you're so right. You're so right. You can do your own thing, man. Do you know what? I forgot to put my one of my batteries. I forgot to put on charge, and I don't know why. And the battery got drop out by me. So yeah, that's it, go. But yeah, it's been definitely definitely a good podcast today, a good series. But please, peeps, I feel like this will be my last podcast on a Friday. Yeah, definitely going to be my last podcast on a Friday, my people, because I don't even know why I done it on a Friday in the first place. I was just being fast. Davina, my little sister, be a love, man, has enough respect, and hug up my little princess for me. Be a love, you know the chaps. So I'm definitely going to move the podcast to Sundays, where it will be more, it makes more sense doing it on a Sunday, you know what I mean? People can just, less rushing about. You know, Fridays, everyone's getting ready to go out, do things, you know what I mean, link friends and all of that. So not everyone's got time to be on a podcast. They must be watching it back tomorrow or something. But if you do it on a Sunday, when everybody's kind of done the running around, done the raving, more time to just relax. 7 o'clock Sunday evening. Yeah, I feel like that's the way forward. You get me? So, my people, it's been a pleasure having a reasoning with you all. I hope that we've brought some light, some enlightenment to you guys in regards to the topics and the subjects that we've run through throughout the course of this podcast, you know what I mean? If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to it, please, because I'm quickly moving off of this Facebook thing, and I'm gonna be doing more over onto the YouTube. So follow us over on the YouTube. Talk With Mine podcast is the channel. Yeah, follow it if you can. It will be nice. Drop a like, drop a comment. You can share the link as well. You know what I mean? The more people see it, the more people are aware. And this is what we're trying to do. You know, I don't really do my lives for the likes, you know, or for the shares like that. Even though it's nice when I play music, it's nice to share it because enough people just want to hear music. And it's always been that way, but see, when it comes to sharing the knowledge, I notice that it's always like, when I look back on a video, I'm like, there's only like three shares. I mean, people that are concerned, that are serious, that claim to be serious, how can you be as serious as you if it doesn't cost anything to press a share button? Costs nothing, like absolutely not a penny. So, yeah, don't cost a penny, does it? Nah. I feel like I should just change that battery like there, you know, because battery are dead for me in front of me, you know, I mean, I like that part there, you know. But anyway, my people, Sunday, I think you might get a double whammy with this week, so I might do another podcast on Sunday just to set it. And yeah, I'll be seeing you on the Sundays from here on, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. UK time, you know what I mean? Big up to those out there putting in positive works, enlightening people. Big up to all my other podcast colleagues out there doing the same work. Man, there's enough respect. Just keep doing the great work, bros and sis. And yeah, we'll see each other soon. Stay safe. Can't be good. Be careful. You know the chop is. Let me leave you with that rhythm, yeah. Play about that rhythm, yeah, killer. If you can't be good, be careful, my people. Man, there's enough respect. You know, you lot are my family, man. Let me just play that one, yeah. I got killer me a deal with family, fuck friends. Right now, killer man, me not trust them. There ain't a thing with the killer owe them. From me this, me left your head open, man a deal with family, fuck friends. Right now, killer man, me not trust them. Trust is a thing that man them fi earn. Round me, none of them not earn, none of them, man a deal with family. Cause I live this, mom taught me not to burn bridges. Enough man them sell out for riches. That's why them a switch and I move like bitch, but killer for real I don't business. Why? Man's big in the business. Plus, family would have to call first. This me mother then a gunshot no stop from burst. We will left any one of them in the earth. And any one of them step to me daughter. That's when killer put down the music, I pick up me gun, everything I get slaughtered. Me don't really care about no half, no quarter. I will not care about no Balinagas. A question or answer. From me this my family, your mama office down with the pastor. Family, fuck friends. Right now, killer man, me not trust them. There ain't a thing with the killer owe them. From me this the killer man, me left your head open. Man, I deal with family. friends. You see what I'm saying, my people? Man, there's enough respect. Have a blessed evening, my peeps. Can't be good. Be careful. Yeah, we're gonna end it like that. Just like that.